What's up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome in. Good to see ya. Welcome, Checkpoint Church, Church for Nerds, Geeks, and Gamers. I'm Nerd Pastor Nate, really the pastor here. I feel like I need to move the chat box to the other side because I always want to lean right here, and that's just right in the way, you know? And so if it was right here, maybe that's the magic spot. Let's try it. Nope. Maybe if we put it like right there. We just grooving, Coyote. We just grooving. I'm still too quiet. I don't know what's going on with my microphone. Eventually, I'm just going to have to take OBS apart. And I've been saying this for years, you know? Low key, there was a video recently put out by Harris Heller, who is a pretty routine Twitch influencer, innovator, all those kinds of things. And he had put out a video that said, the thing that will replace OBS. And it was total hype. It was total copium, as they say. Because it didn't. It did not. It was not enough to replace OBS. But I really wanted it to be. I've used slobs. I don't like slobs. I like OBS if it liked me, is the problem. If it would only agree with me, I love it. I think it's a great program. It can't stand... It can't stand working with me. It's not a fan of what I'm doing, what I'm putting out there. But, you know, it is what it is. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope that everybody is doing well. We got a quick stream planned. I will admit I am pretty exhausted. I also look like Edward Cullen up there. Why am I so pale? I don't know if this light is too bright or maybe I need to change it to a yellow setting or something. Can't find the settings. I know they're on there. I swear it has a yellow feature. See if I look any less pale. I look a little bit less pale. Maybe too yellow now. But less pale, at least, so I'll take it. Now I look jaundice up here. Let's try right there. How's that feel? How's our white balancing now? Looks pretty good. Okay, so as I was saying I'm pretty sleepy. I'm pretty out of it. My dog has had a long weekend. For those of you that have been at the events this week, you've already heard all of the stories. Dog has had a really rough weekend, and because Dog has had a rough weekend, I have had a rough weekend. So I'm a sleepy boy, but I'm here, and I'm happy to be here. I'm always happy to hang out with folks, but I got a lot to do, and I spent all of this morning with Dog. So
You get it. You get it. This is how it goes. This is how it works. And I'm already seeing we're dropping some frames. So, OBS. Like I said, good old OBS. It just doesn't like me. I wish it did. I wish we were friends. I want to be friends. I wish it wanted to be friends with me. The plan for today, as always, we're going to be going through our kickoff. So we're going to go through the one-stop pop-up before we send it out today. And then we have a Manga Spice Cafe to unbox. We actually had some news about Manga Spice Cafe, and then I checked on it this morning, and something has gone on, so I don't know if we still have exciting news. So I'm going to try to push that off as far as I can until I get an email back from them. But I'm just not optimistic we're going to get one in time to correct the issue. So what I'll probably end up doing whenever we record Manga Spice Cafe is I'll make an exciting announcement during it, but it may not actually be true, and it may not make the final cut. So be aware of that. So those are two things that are going to be happening today. And then maybe we'll play a demo. I haven't decided yet. If I want to play a demo or not. It really depends on energy level after all that. Sort of, DGC. Sort of. The long story short is affiliate. We've been pushing for sponsorship for a long time as a meme, and then one of our members of our finance team had been reaching out to them, and they finally came back and said, yeah, actually, we have decided to launch affiliate marketing, and so I signed up for it right away, and then I logged in to go find our code so that I could put it in the chat and everything like that, and it doesn't exist anymore. So I don't know, dude. I don't know anything. It's all, the best I can do is the best I can do is the best I can do is the best I can do. And that's just, them's the ropes, We're trying. We're trying our best. But there's just a lot. There's a lot of balls in our court. There's a lot of things happening all at once. And so, to be frank, I can only juggle so many things at once. And at a certain point, at a certain point, you're out of juggling hands. All right, let's look at the kickoff. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down spoof even a little bit further for this, and go over to our web scene. Let's see if it auto capped it. It did not, and we love that. Okay, so we have a newsletter that goes out every single week on Mondays called the One Stop Pop-Up that has all the information you could ever want and dream about sent directly to your email address. If you would ever want to sign up for that, then you can. It's tothecheckpoint.com. That's a Substack that you can sign up for, and we would be happy to send you this kickoff email every single week. However, we also have our kickoff every Monday going through it, talking through some of the exciting announcements and things like that. Of course, one of the things that you can only get if you get the email delivered version is the poll of the week. This week's poll is what is the perfect meeting length, because we have a lot of meetings happening at Checkpoint right now. Last week's results was the meme of which starter Pokemon would you choose, Totodile, Chikorita, or, oh gosh, what's the other one in the upcoming Arceus game? I can't remember the third. Anyway, regardless, and then the final answer was a meme answer of where is Cyndaquil, because that's the typical starter of the three. I explained it last week, so, I'm not going to explain the joke too many times. But last week's results were that Totodile was the pick, which same, and then somebody out there was concerned about Cyndaquil. So what has been happening? What's new in Checkpoint's world? We released our latest nerdy sermon on the video game Avowed, which I stand by to say that it is not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. How do I get more in center frame? Right here? Is this more center frame? I stand by that it is not as bad as everybody thinks that it was. Everybody gave it way harder of a time than it deserved. It was a perfectly fine game, very competent, very fun. Tepig was the other one. Very fun, engaging time. So we'll watch that sermon here in just a minute together. It's also meeting season, so all of our lead teams in level 2 are meeting over the course of the next couple weeks. One meeting we've already had with content, but we're going to be having a meeting with admin, discipleship, outreach, and then eventually finance. So all of those are TBD. Also, our April checkbox registration is live as of right now. So !manna, I think in the chat, will bring up the link for that if you're on Twitch, or go to bit.ly/manna mingle, something like that, and sign up for your checkbox today. We're going to watch a video as well in a minute looking at what is the checkbox, what comes in it, should you get it, all that good stuff. And then Bible study opportunity continues to go on with Radical Methodism. I'm actually not sure how much longer it's going to be happening. I think maybe for another 3 weeks or so. So be sure to be curious about that if you want to know about what it means whenever we say that we are a Methodist church plant. What does that actually have to do with anything? What are the origins there? What are the roots of Methodism? Then you can learn about that there. Some upcoming things to keep in your calendar. World 1-1, that is our newbie class. So if you are new to Checkpoint, you have a lot of questions, or if you're just curious about how does any of this work or what are plans for the future, that kind of thing, World 1-1 is happening on April 6th at 3 p.m. So be there, be square. That's a Sunday afternoon. We'd love to have you there to ask your questions. And that next day, I'm actually going to be out of town working for the district that Monday, the 7th. Our usual things this week, I need to delete no, because we are currently having the kickoff stream on Monday. We'll have our debrief tomorrow at 12 p.m. We'll have lunch on Wednesday as usual, Twig Thursday night, and Manna and Mingle DLC. It'll actually be DLC this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Bringing on Prof. Noctis to talk about gains over games, talk a little bit about faith and fitness. How can we be healthy as nerds and as believers and all those sort of things, mostly as nerds. So should be a great conversation. Excited to get to talk to him. Some important links to know. If you are ever curious about how can you serve at Checkpoint, how can you be a part of this thing instead of just a consumer of Checkpoint, instead to be a contributor or to be a part of it, a co-creator with us, that is level 2. So exclamation point level 2 on the Twitch chat, or going to our Discord, hitting exclamation point level 2, any of those ways, or exclamation point serve, those will be ways that you can join or get this newsletter sent to your email. You can click the link there. If you'd like to support us financially, we have a link to give to Checkpoint fiscally to be able to support us with a tithe or a donation. It can be a one-time gift. It can be a thing that recurs. It can be whatever you would like to set it up to be. But that is a link that is there because we need your support. We're a real-life church, and we survive off of funding from the community. So if you feel like this is a thing that deserves to exist, if you believe in the mission that Checkpoint offers and you want to support us in some capacity, that is the space to do it. And as you can see, we do need your assistance because with our financial update for March so far, we're a little over halfway through, and you can see we're not even above our 40% mark. Normally, we're anywhere from 45 to 50% funded. This month, we are really low. So if you are feeling led to give, now is a perfect time to consider what it looks like to support us financially. Even $10, even $5, even $1 makes a difference, because if we could get all 96,000 of our folks on YouTube to give $1, we would be able to not just fund this ministry, but fund several staff members. So if we could get there, that'd be incredible. Content of last week, these are all the things. We won't watch each of these. We're only going to watch through the Manga Spice Cafe unboxing. Nope. The Checkbox unboxing and the nerdy sermon. But if you want more content from Checkpoint, we did put out a lot of great stuff last week. Twig episode 4 of season 5 came out with Trombone Dalek. In Stars in Time, Let's Play episode 2 dropped over on Crit Point. Demon School also dropped over on Mondays for our demo playthrough. And then Don't Game Alone was the bonus segment out of Twig that we posted in its own on Saturday. So that's some of the exciting stuff that we had going on last week. And that about wraps up our stuff. So like I said, there are two things we're going to watch through together here and now. And the first one being our video for Avowed over on our nerdy sermon from this past Sunday, which is nice and brief, a super short one. It was less than 10 minutes this week. And then we're going to go through and we're going to watch the unboxing of the checkbox. For those of you that are curious about whether or not that is for you, you can find out by clicking there. But we're going to watch it as well. And exclamation point Manna that I see Coyote just dropped over in the chat on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, again, that is bit.ly/Manna Mingle. We'd love to have you there. So let me go find those videos so I can pull them up. Maybe. All right. I think I've got it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause Spoofy and then send you away to watch Avowed. Enjoy this nerdy sermon. As always, go subscribe to us on YouTube. Watch the video there, but we just want to see it regardless. But we'd obviously would love to have you over in that space as well. So enjoy Avowed. Have you ever felt like you stand out in a way you can't control? Maybe it's a scar or an accent or just something about you that makes people notice. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes not so much. As a gamer and as a pastor, I see and feel this tension all the time. And I especially see it in stories like Avowed, where the protagonist is marked as a godlike. It's a blessing, but it's also a burden. And if you've ever felt this way, you are not alone, because Scripture actually calls us to be set apart. But what does that really mean? By the end of this, you'll see that being set apart isn't just something to endure. It's something that, when embraced, can shape your faith and your purpose in ways that you never expected. We'll start by looking at Scripture, and then we'll explore how different people respond to being set apart. And finally, we'll talk about how we can embrace that calling in a meaningful way. And if you've ever felt like an outsider, maybe, just maybe, there's something powerful in that. Let's talk about it. Folks, welcome to Checkpoint Church, where nerds, geeks, and gamers come together to talk about faith games and fun combat in my Obsidian game. I am your nerd pastor, Nate. If you like these weekly deep dives, be sure to sub, hit that bell, find out when our next one drops. As always, we're going to be starting this one with our scripture. Our passage for this week comes from the epistle of 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 4 through 9. Reading from the NRSV UE. Our liturgist will be DGC. Take it away.
Come to him, a living stone, though rejected by mortals, yet chosen and precious in God's sight. And like living stones, let yourselves be built into a spiritual house, to be a holy priesthood, to offer spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. For it stands in Scripture, see, I am laying in Zion, a stone, a cornerstone, chosen and precious, and whoever believes in him will not be put to shame. This honor, then, is for you who believe, but for those who do not believe, the stone that the builders rejected has become the very head of the corner. And a stone that makes them stumble, and a rock that makes them fall. They stumble because they disobey the word, as they were destined to do. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, in order that you may proclaim the excellence of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Avowed is the latest game from Obsidian Entertainment, the same folks who brought us Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Worlds, to name a few of their hallmarks. This game is set in the same universe as the Pillars of Eternity games, which I have never experienced before this, but those familiar will recognize names and lore from the land of Eora. For those unfamiliar, this is a place plagued by warring god-level entities in mortal realms. You will see war-scarred lands and divided kingdoms filled with mercenaries, dignitaries, and factions. Fortunately, the game does provide the player with a pop-up lore Bible, which is intensely helpful, especially for translating every time one of the dwarf-like Pargrunan people use their native tongue to drop some sassy swears. You begin the journey as an envoy of the Emperor of Adir, but actually, wait, before that, you begin the game in the character customizer, because of course, a AAA game must allow some absurd options, which I would never partake in. I mean, this is Checky the Punisher, as far as I'm concerned. However, while customizing your character in Avowed, you're gonna notice something. Your character is bedecked with some kind of like The Last of Us mushroom features on their face. Brother, ugh. I went swiftly to the proper face appendage tab to remove the fungi, and I noticed that it wouldn't let me. Under the box that allowed you to pick from a variety of face growths, there was a way to hide it for vanity purposes, but it clearly said that people around you would still notice it as if it were there. So my brain clocked this right away. This is a part of the story, and indeed it was. You're not just any envoy, you're a godlike, a type of human-like being that has been touched by the gods, carrying a paladin-esque patron deity marking with you. There are 11 gods in the Pillars of Eternity universe prior to this game, most of which I wouldn't dare try to pronounce, but Avowed is mostly centered around Wodika, the goddess of law and order, produced by Dick Wolf. You're not sure who your patron deity is, and that's all a part of the journey, but what really struck me is that this game wastes no time pointing out that you look funny. Nearly every person you encounter has something to say about your fungal growth. Some are just downright hateful, worse, are discriminatory. The more that this happens, the more I couldn't escape the thought of the Christian parallels here. We're playing as a character with a literal connection with a God that makes us quite literally holy. Holiness, or hagios in Greek, literally means set apart. But here's the twist. Holiness isn't just being separate for separation's sake. It's about being different for a purpose. That's the tension that we see in Avowed. The godlike are visibly different, and that difference carries weight. Some fear them, some admire them, some think that they're cursed. That should sound familiar to the writer behind 1 Peter advising the early church. In 1 Peter 2:9, the author writes that we are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people. But what does that actually mean? Well, the group of Christians being addressed here feel like strangers in a strange land. They're being ostracized and separated over socio-political issues during their time in this area. The author twists the knife deeper in the opening chapter, calling them strangers, exiles, refugees. These are outsiders feeling weird in their own skin, and the author is saying, yeah, exactly. That's how it should feel. Jesus calls us to be holy, to stand out. But the question is, how do we handle being different? Like the godlike in Avowed, we all respond to being different in different ways. But unlike the godlike, we don't have like a little dialogue box that lets us know some possible options. So instead, let's look at scripture that gives us some glimpses of what some responses could be. Some people can hide it. They try to downplay what sets them apart. Maybe you've done this too, keeping your faith quiet, not wanting to like make things awkward. Like I considered doing in the character creator menu, right? Where I turn off this feature so that at least I can't see it. Others maybe take the opposite approach. They wield their differences as a weapon, seeing holiness as a badge of superiority. The Pharisees did this in Jesus' time, using their set apart status as a way to exclude others rather than love them. And we all know how that turned out for them. Vipers brood. But what if I said there's another way? The best path in Avowed and in our faith is to embrace who we are with humility and with purpose. And who we are, as noted in 1 Peter, is a part of a grand tapestry, an ornate building. We are a living stone amongst other living stones with the cornerstone of Jesus at our core. Jesus is the perfect example of this, of course, literally God among us, set apart like no one else in history, but instead of using that set apartedness to elevate himself, he used it to serve. Make no mistake, any current day leader using their set apartedness to elevate themselves is not doing things the Jesus way. Jesus calls us to love radically, to serve humbly, and to live distinctly. John Wesley, the founder of the Methodist movement, described two key ways that we live out holiness: works of piety and works of mercy. Works of piety, prayer, worship, scripture, things that draw us closer to God, and then works of mercy, feeding the hungry, caring for the sick, the things that draw us closer to others. Like the godlike in Avowed, your mark might draw curiosity, it might draw criticism or rejection, but that mark, your faith, your love, your integrity, is exactly what the world needs to see. How will you live as someone set apart, not to stand above, but to lift others up? These are the questions that we are answering and talking about over in our Discord server. So if this message resonated with you, I want to invite you to join our Discord server. I'll link it down below. We would love to welcome you into the conversation, because whether you're a godlike, definitely not treant, or just trying your best not to pick the trolly responses in the text boxes, you are always welcome here. Folks, thank you so much for watching this one. I so appreciate you taking time out of your busy days to join us on these nerdy deep dives. If you believe in our mission to serve nerds, geeks, and gamers, I want to encourage you to use the link down below to support us financially. We have a giving link where you can set up a one-time gift or a recurring tithe, whatever makes sense for you. If you consider Checkpoint to be your church, I really do want to encourage you to ask what a tithe might look like for this space. Maybe you don't consider Checkpoint to be your church, but you do want to use these kind of things in your own spaces. We have Bible study custom made just for that purpose. Go to JesusLovesNerds.com. Check out the things that we've put together there. There is a lot to choose from. A lot of these nerdy sermons already have Bible study, and we'd love to share them with you there. Hey, quick question for you before you go. Whenever you play an RPG or a TTRPG or a CRPG like this one, what class do you typically go for? Like, which one is your go-to for your first playthrough, or the playthrough that you're most drawn towards? If you want to know my answer, look down below in the comments, and I look forward to I was double muted for extra security. We are good to go now. What I was saying was, do let me know if you'd like your RPG class. But we're going to get into our Manga Spice Cafe for today. So hopefully this is a good size for what we're looking for. Maybe I do want that. Where do I want things, man? I'm so conflicted. The camera is so immovable, I think is the biggest issue. It's kind of just where it is, you know? And so I can't do much about that. I don't think anyway. Okay, it's kind of locked now behind the piano, so it just might at any moment ruin everything. But we'll give it our old college try until we get there. Fortunately, everything is so movable. All right. So we're going to look into our Manga Spice Cafe. Again, I'm going to be doing 2 readings of this one because of the fact that I don't know what the deal is with our sponsorship yet. So we may have an affiliate deal, we may not, but we'll just get into it and act like we do, and then we'll act like we don't. We'll do a little of both. I'm going to go ahead and open the box before we get started. Hopefully you all enjoyed the Avowed sermon. I thought it came out great. Okay. Well, let's get right into the Manga Spice Cafe. So for those of you that don't know what the Manga Spice Cafe is, this is a manga subscription box that you can get delivered straight to your door. It contains 3 manga. Oh no, not immediately. Cheap viewers on stream, boo. Bye-bye. What was I saying? Let's start correctly. So, welcome to Checkpoint Church, Church for Nerds, Geeks, and Gamers. I'm Nerd Pastor Nate. I'm a real life pastor, and I love Manga Spice Cafe. If you don't know what Manga Spice Cafe is, this is a manga subscription box that delivers 3 manga to your door along with some Eastern snacks. It's one of my favorite things to get, and I'm just excited to open it for you today. This is the part that I may end up cutting out later because I'm going to say, we've been joking, y'all, for years as we've been unboxing these Manga Spice Cafes that they need to sponsor us. We need some kind of sponsorship. But, alas, it's been hard. We've been trying to make it work. We've been trying to make a sponsorship. But, it's hard. I mean, they're a startup. They're a small company. And it's tough to make these things happen. But after much ado, much aplomb, much me continuing to badger them, they came back with an email and said, you know what? Nerd Pastor Nate, we got an affiliate program. So Checkpoint Church affiliate link should be linked somewhere around here. If you would like to pick up a box and a portion of that go to us because you just have loved these things that we've been putting on for so long and you've been waiting for a way to get 3 manga subscription boxes delivered to your door in a way that supports Checkpoint Church, then that is officially a thing that is available to you. And again, for folks watching live right now on YouTube or Twitch, I don't know if that's true. It was true as of like a week ago, but I can't log into the site anymore, and it says it's no longer applicable. So I don't know what's going on, but alas. We're going to open up this bad boy, open up this box. They are themed around a maid cafe, so you always get a maid cafe girl. And it looks like we are into the exo-mythic era here. Number 96. Our 96th box. That is bonkers. Let's give a quick read without spoiling anything. I am Hoshiko-chan. This month's theme is exo-mythic, mythology with an extraterrestrial futuristic twist. I've packed some fun new manga involving awkward dragons, avatar robots, and quirky aliens, along with some out-of-this-world Asian snacks. Enjoy. Let's see what we got before we actually check these out. We start out with some Lay's chips here. Looks like a chicken wing flavor. Chicken wing, hot dog, and bologna. We've got our drink here, which is a blackcurrant juice drink. It looks delicious. I love me some grape-flavored anything, so we're about that. We got some kind of hot chili caramucho chips. Looks good to me. I'm a big fan of spice, so we'll see just how spicy these bad boys actually are. We got a little Doraemon treat, a little corn treat, as always. And then, of course, it always comes with noodles. Obviously, we can't make noodles on stream. I don't have a kitchen set up here, but we got a chicken curry flavor, which sounds amazing. So, good stuff. Got a little bag of candy. I love whenever they give me a little bag of candy. It looks like maybe some little gummies, some maybe peach flavored, strawberry flavored in there. Should be a delight. Some kind of something here. I don't know what this is. We'll have to look in the magazine to see what's actually about that one. And then we have a croissant. We have some kind of croissant, orange flavored croissant. It does look like it has a filling in the croissant, which looks delicious. So we'll give that a try. And then our last thing appears to be a frosted cookie stick with popping candy. They've given this to me a couple times, and it always baffles me that anybody thinks this is good. I mean, I will do it. I will try it, but I don't understand the allure of the popping candy and chocolate. Those two things don't go together in my head. All right. Let's see what manga we have and see if this one is worth the expense. Typically, after shipping and handling, this box costs me about $40. So it also comes with 10 points. Every single time that you get 12 of these 10-point stickers, you put them on a sheet that you can print out on their website, and you will get a free box. First up, our first manga of today is Tokyo Alien Bros. Tokyo Alien Bros. That's an interesting font there. Fuyunosuke Tanaka is a perfectly ordinary college student, except for one thing. He's secretly an alien. He and his brother Natsutaro have traveled across the galaxy to study the people of Earth and evaluate the planet's resources. But adapting to life on this new world may prove a bit harder than they thought. Fuyunosuke's been living the good life in Tokyo. In fact, he's almost got the whole being human thing down. His brother Natsutaro, on the other hand, can't figure out the first thing about blending in on this strange planet. There's still a lot they don't know about humans, but with any luck, Fuyunosuke might just be able to show his bro that life on this little blue ball ain't so bad after all. Cute. Looks fun. I like the art style. I don't know Keigo Shinzo. I don't know if that's an author that I should know. They'll tell me in the magazine if that is. But this is a $15 signature viz. So we're already starting off strong with a $15 manga that I have not even heard of. It's not a spinoff. Boom, boom, boom. 10s all around. Let's see. Our next one here is Reanima by Yoshinori Matsuoka. Let's give it a read. It's the year 2032 in Tokyo, and the average temperature is 170 degrees. Earth is bathed in deadly UV radiation, driving humans underground. But the surface isn't deserted. Citizens use neural links to control hardy robot versions of themselves called Reanima. The organization maintaining order in this new urban landscape is the Enforcement Bureau. Shinano, that's one I've not heard before, uses her I messed up this read. Okay, get that in my head. Shinano uses her exceptionally strong and agile Reanima to catch the bad guys. Kara is quick and able too, but his body is flesh and blood. Will his and Shinano's efforts be enough to stop the menaces exploiting this life-changing technology? We'll find out. This is a $14 Kodansha comics. Nice, dude. So we're already up to $29. We don't even have our third book. And then the snacks on top of that. So this is Ruri Dragon by Masaoki Shindo. Ruri Dragon, here we go. Just after starting high school, Ruri gets hit with the biggest reveal of her life. She's a dragon! Well, a half-dragon. Her mom admits Ruri inherited her draconic traits from her father, who, yes, is actually a dragon. As if dealing with curious classmates wasn't already challenging enough, Ruri and her dragon genes literally turn up the heat in the middle of a lecture. Her ordinary life is about to be anything but. That's another Viz there, not a Viz signature. $12 for this one. So what's that? $41. We're up to $41 with our manga alone. We are already above my price with shipping and handling, so I'm going to call this box a win already. All three of those manga I have never heard of, and they are not spinoffs. 10 out of 10, Manga Spice Cafe. I mean, I can't think of anything else that I would normally be picky about. Let's see if we know these artists at all. Yoshinori Matsuoto, that is the one from Reanima. I do not recognize any of their work. Cool. I love it. I love to see a newcomer. Masaoki Shindo, on the other hand. Yeah. Nothing from them either. Keigo Shinzo. Another one I do not know. So these are three people that are kind of up-and-comers. I love to see it. It looks like maybe one of them is going to be made into an anime. Ah, rats. Okay, it was Ruri Dragon that might have been getting an anime, but it doesn't look like it actually is. we'll see. I'm curious about this. I'm always a big fan of some new opportunities, some new manga, and getting into some new things. Big fan. If you ever want to see how I actually feel about these manga, how they pan out to me, you can go follow me over on Storygraph. I do provide at least a review as a score on each and every one, so you can check out my score over there, Nerd Pastor Nate. Let's see the snacks, if there's anything we need to know. Okay, so it looks like the alien-themed package is Tyrol, which is a Japanese chocolate confectionery brand. Should be delicious. All right, without further ado, let's get into it and see what all of these stand up to be. I like to go from savory to sweet. So we're going to start with our savory options here, of which we have 3. And then we have one that kind of blurs the lines between savory. And then we have, of course, our amuse-bouche with it, which is our drink. So we shall cleanse the palate before we get started. Paper straw. I've never seen a paper straw in a juice box. About it. I'm all about it. Fantastic. Fantastic. What a delicious flavor from the get-go. Big fan. Big fan of grape flavored things and black currant flavored things. Okay. Let's start with the chicken wing, hot dog, and bologna. Just in an effort to save the hot one for last in case I really need something to drink after it. So we got some wavy chips. It smells just like soy sauce. It is a strong soy sauce teriyaki smell in the air. Give it a try. Itadakimasu. That's fantastic. It tastes like a slightly more barbecue-y, like savory side of barbecue than those little spiral twisty Fritos. That's very much the vibe. If you're familiar with those Fritos, that's what this tastes similar to. Got a great crunch, a great taste. Imitation roasted artificial chicken wing flavor. Artificially flavored. How many times do they have to tell me that it ain't real? This little nutrition facts. Imitation roasted artificial chicken wings flavor, artificially flavored. All right, we get it. All right, let's try Doraemon here. Try our little corn stick. Looks like it's teriyaki flavored as well, probably. No, teppanyaki. Teppanyaki flavored corn pop. Always love those. I wish we have those. Like, I wish I could go to the gas station and just pick those up in the States, but that just doesn't exist. We're going to try the spicy and tasty hot chili fries here. We're going to give a little handful of them here. Looks just like Chester's cheese fries here. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit spicy. Not even a little bit spicy. Tasty, sure, but not spicy. Honestly, the teriyaki chicken wings were spicier. So good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Cleanse the palate. Another amuse-bouche. Kanpai. Okay. Let's do our blend first, and then we'll get into our other sweet options. And then we'll wrap it up with the chocolate. Chocolate Pop Rocks. Okay, let's begin with our orange croissant. It actually looks like a pretty doggone good croissant. Man, that is exactly what it looks like on the package. I don't know if you guys can see that on the package, but the way the orange is like in like 5 strands there. I mean, that's pretty honest. Let's give it a try. That actually kind of amazes me just how soft they were able to keep that bread. The orange flavoring is fine, but that croissant is so unbelievably soft. Very good. Made using milk. So I wonder if it just has a super short shelf life, because that tastes so fresh. Fascinating. Well, it may have expired last year. They wouldn't send me something that expired last year. Unless that's the expiration and it's 2024, 10/24. Yeah. Surely not. Surely not. I'm misreading. I must be misunderstanding. Let's try our chocolate confectionery treat here. Oh, those are not chocolates at all, are they? Look at these. These are like little comets. Oh, yeah, they are chocolate. Oh, those are delightful. They're kind of a strawberry milk chocolate style. And I think they have TOPL. I don't know if you guys can see that imprinted on them. Let's see if I can get it to focus. So there's like a letter here. You can get TOPIL spelled out, I think, by using the chocolate words. That's pretty good. You know, it's milk chocolate. So if you're a milk chocolate fan, that's for you. But I am not a big milk chocolate fan. If it was dark chocolate, I'd be all about that life. All right, let's give a try to our mysterious bagged gummies. Actually, you know what? I'll do these last, and I'll do the popping chocolate first. Since those were chocolate, it's kind of got the same vibes, you know. All right. We got a popping chocolate here. It looks just like, you know, a pretzel rod dipped in chocolate covered in Pop Rocks. Let's see if you can hear it. Do we have any pause spoofy? It's so faint. Can you hear it? Nice. I love when you can hear it. Still not a big fan of milk chocolate, so that's not a big vibe for me. But the popping rocks are an interesting twist, to say the least. I need a little amuse-bouche there. It's not a good vibe. It's not my favorite, but it is something that has happened. It has happened twice. So clearly somebody is demanding Pop Rocks and chocolate. So sure enough, we've just got a gummy situation going on here. I'm going to guess this is just a strawberry flavored gummy. I don't think it's going to be anything too fancy. That's a good gummy. It's a very good gummy. We got mango flavored here. Strawberry was delicious, simple, soft, not too hard on the teeth. Let's try the mango. Mango is much more flavorful. So let's just regroup here. We have 3 manga that I have never heard of that are not spinoffs. They add up to more than I paid plus shipping. And I also got to try some delightful Eastern snacks, some of which were downright amazing. I loved these chips and really enjoyed the gummies and the croissant. So, look, I'm going to say it. 5 stars. 5 stars. One of my favorite Manga Spice Cafe boxes to date. I think this was an exceptional one. This is one that I'm going to give a big old double thumbs up, 5-star, 10 out of 10. You'll love to see it score to because this was fantastic. So, again, maybe you could sign up for Manga Spice Cafe as well. I should say more confidently. You can use our affiliate code and sign up for Manga Spice Cafe, again, using that link down below. Unless, of course, you can't, for those of you that are watching on Twitch and YouTube Live, because I am still working out the details if that is actually going to be a thing that we can do or not. But you might be able to. But with that, we're going to call this one. We're going to end with our 3 things that we believe to be true about everyone out there, because we are really a church. I'm really a pastor. Whether you consider yourself to be a Christian, whether you believe in God, don't believe in God, hate God, whether you go to church, don't go to church, or hate church, no matter what, we still believe these 3 things to be true about you. And that's why we're doing things like this. Number 1, that God loves you, really, really loves you. Number 2, we love you. We want community with you. That's why we open these boxes and we talk about nerdy things and all that good stuff, is because we love you. And then number 3, that you, yes, you matter. You're a person of sacred worth. The world is a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, with that, until the next time that I see you, whether it be of one of our nerdy sermons here on our channel or the next time I open a Manga Spice Cafe, I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye! And back over to Twitch. Yeah, sorry for the fake out there, Tetracoma. I am still here. I just have to record that for our I have to record that for our folks over on the YouTube feed so that I have a clear cutoff. But we don't have that much more time left on stream. What we're going to be doing next is we're going to watch the manga. No, I keep saying that. The checkbox unboxing. So the checkbox is officially open for April. So if you want to sign up for our April checkbox, then you can, if you're over on Twitch, hit !mana and it'll bring up the link for you. Go to that link and sign up for a box. It is free. We make the checkbox available for free. If you use the code WAVE, you can also pay $5 for the base box. If you would like to help us pay for shipping, this is the way that we get communion elements to our members, to the people in our community who want to join us on Sunday night for communion. And so we never want to charge for that. We never want to make it something that is exclusive or hard to get into. And so it's important to us that we do not charge. Only if people want to help us pay for shipping. That's the only reason why we would ever do anything otherwise. And we do have a premium option, which I think Twyla shows us in this video what comes in the premium box. But yeah, it's up to you. Whatever boats your float, whatever makes sense for you is going to be whatever you would like to be getting. But we're going to turn it over to our web feed here. Hopefully, no. Let's do, can we do this one maybe? Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to watch through the manga. I keep saying that. The checkbox unboxing. I'm going to turn off Spoofy. And then we're going to start the video. Enjoy this look into the checkbox. See if this is for you, if you want to order it as well. Again, this is free using the code WAVE, W-A-I-V-E. Or you can pay extra for the premium box, or you can help us pay for shipping, whatever works best for you. Enjoy this quick look into what is inside. Maybe not. Let me boink and boink and boink and boink and boink and last boink. Here we go. Boink.
Okay, let's open the checkbox for this month.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not used to seeing the little seal there. I need to figure out a way to preserve this, honestly. It's super cool.
Hello, my name is DC, and today is my birthday.
So we open up to the pamphlet. Let me go over this real quick. So thank you for subscribing to the checkbox. This will probably go over what's in the box, as well as share dates and times where we meet for Mana and Mingle and we do communion. This kind of shares what we did for our DLC, which stands for Difficult Life Conversations. We had a great time with Reverend Derek White, and he shared a lot about D&D and other tabletop games. This was a blast. I do hope you can join us for our next one. More snacks, super sour gushers.
Trail mix, as always. Love that. So it's not completely junk food and you don't have to feel entirely bad about it.
Sour punch straw.
Sour punch straw.
We got a hot chocolate truffle. That actually looks really yummy. I'm excited for that one. So the premium item this month was a little dice jail. Sit and think about what you rolled. Wow, that is so cute.
Even as someone who doesn't do tabletop, it just feels cool to be able to have this, and I can even just share this to people who do use tabletop and be like, here is a checkpoint thing, by the way.
Again, this is a premium item, so it is an optional extra donation to the church, and this would be as a thank you gift. Got a pencil. What does that say?
Roll for initiative. Nice.
Just keep rolling. Oh, that's really precious. This looks like a good pencil, too. Oh, this is interesting. I believe this is a healing potion, according to the pamphlet. That's really lovely.
Communion. More communion.
More communion? So much communion.
Miracle meal, guys, for communion, which we do on Sunday nights.
So we have these 3 punch cards. You get one for Button Bash Brigade, one for Book Club, and one for Anime Club. So these are the 3 clubs that we have currently in our Discord. So I hope you can join us for that monthly. Each month we get a different book, game that we play together, and an anime that we watch. So that's really fun that we get punch cards for that. This is new, so I'm excited for that too.
Oh, sticker.
Oh, cool, from the original cartoon. Okay, actually, I really like that.
So you get 2 sets of Lego bricks. And these come in every checkbox, and in your first checkbox you'll get a base Lego. And so you get to kind of build a little Lego trophy to just kind of share how long you've been in the community and your creativity on putting these together. So that's really fun.
2 crayons.
And then lastly, I believe we get a coloring page. And so everyone kind of gets a different coloring page. These have been really fun that we've been doing together that are like kind of a number, kind of like a paint by number.
Oh, I don't even know what this is.
So then in the back it'll show you the codes to kind of color that in. So that's really exciting. And then you can send these back in to Nate when you're done or keep them.
Okay, so now we've got the book. Let's see. Oh, okay, wow. That's Askawada. Look at that. As someone who is in game development stuff and loves learning about these things, I've actually not had a chance to read through this, so I'm super happy to get this. And for those who don't know, Hobonichi is also the company of the Shigesato Itoi, I believe, who made the Earthbound and worked closely with Iwata. So really big, important connections there that if anybody likes those games, it is very meaningful to acquire this. Little Iwata, so it's cute. Love that. Thank you so much. I'm excited to finally get a chance to read this guy.
What do you think? Good haul?
Yeah, I love communion.
That is everything from this month's box. It's a nice little birthday gift.
That's really exciting, and I hope you look forward to ordering one yourself.
God loves you. We love you.
And you
No matter.
say bye-bye.
There we go. There is our checkbox for January, as DGC pointed out there in the chat. That is an ad for. I'm so short right now. Can I bring me? Come down here. Join me. I don't want to sit up, but I guess I have to. I'll sit up. It's fine. I was enjoying being lazy, but it's no big deal. Yes. So if you are interested in the checkbox, it is officially available. It'll be available for a couple of weeks. So be sure to sign up and get that delivered straight to your door. We love to send that out, love to make that a part of what we do here as a ministry. We want to include people in the experience of communion. We want to allow them to be a part of what we're doing here. And so that's just one way that we can do that. So if you feel like that is for you, then engage with it, enjoy it, have fun with it. I still have not yet heard from Manga Spice Cafe. I'll continue to reach out, but tis what it is. I'm trying to decide, y'all, if I have the energy for a demo. I'm pretty sleepy, and I have a lot to do. Honestly, if I hadn't have been up like the past 3 nights with the dog, but I don't know. We shall see. T-Bone, I'm very sorry to hear about losing the punch cards. That's no fun. Okay, now you're adding whole letters to the day that it isn't. It's de Monday, which it isn't. It's kickoff. But it certainly isn't Demon's Day. Let's see. Are there any demos that I'm excited about? Maybe that would be what would make me for sure do it. Is there anything that I really want to play? You know? Any demos that are doing really well? Oh, mercy. Let's I did not. I don't think I even downloaded that one. T-Bone. Is it still available? I'm probably not feeling it today. The demo is still available. Wish I was EP. It's like 2 a.m. right now and sleep hates me. Look, I'm only EP because I haven't eeped. I'll add it. So it's not like I'm normally a sleepy person. Or at least if I am normally a sleepy person, I'm not a person that normally sleeps. All right, I want to do the worship. I want to do the worship demo. This is one that was described to me as a Pikmin-like. Let's see if it'll do. I don't know if that's the right worship. And I don't honestly know how to check. Ah, yes. Okay, this is the right one. So we're going to play this quick demo. We're going to do a 30-minute demo play of the game Worship. We'll see how it goes. This is one that I'm down to clown with, see how it goes. So we're going to pause spoof. Everybody say bye, spoofy. And then we're going to try and turn on the game and see if it doesn't explode my computer. Yeah? Time will tell. And then after this demo, we'll call it a day. We'll wrap up stream. And I'll go get all the things. Okay, it looks like it is full screened. Uh-oh. Ew. Sure hope I don't have gnats in here. Random Church used this game category for their service. Did they really? That's pretty hilarious. I can't say that I'm too surprised. Welcome in, Sierra. I'm worried this is not going to run. Oh, there it goes. They're currently live with it. I don't think this is that kind of game either. I think this is probably a game that most churches would not be cool with. Does this have controller is the question? Let's find out. I would always prefer controller if it's available. How loud is it, by the way? How's our audio doing? Okay, it does not support controller. Tutorial time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is not kosher with the church crowd. Although, I mean, hey, look, we're a church playing it. A bit loud. Thank you. Dropped it by about 6. It's definitely running slow on my machine. And I can understand why. It looks really good. Interact. Explore your surroundings by moving around. Don't even think about telling me what to do. Mortal, heed my edict. Seek my altar. Serve, worship me. Oh, so we're in a Cult of the Lamb situation here. I am power. I offer you power. I gift you purpose. Inspire devotion. This is straight up just Cult of the Lamb. Spread my truth, lead my flock. Find the grimoire. Lead the occult, or learn the occult. I watch, I wait. Do not fail. Yeah, so we're straight up doing Cult of the Lamb business. Guarantee you that they are the bad guy. When using left mouse button can also move your cultists. Keyboard and mouse. Kaboom. Never seen it called that. Open the map to view your location in the world, which is for map. Cool. That's pretty impressive. What you mean by B? Does this work for controller then? Ah, well, okay. Okay, so map is up on the D-pad. Well, I'd so much rather use that. The Grimoire! Don't like its tendrils. Hey you, yes you, the madman in robes that just picked me up. Congrats, you now possess a charming and witting talking grimoire. You walk the path of the cultist, learn, obey, and prove you're worthy of the role. Deeper in the ruins lies the altar to commune with a god. Seek it and vow to serve. It would reflect poorly on me if you turn out to be useless, so don't suck. No promises. All right. L. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Not in my Christian Minecraft server. Oh, I can collect my my blood. Oh, and there's a pitcher plant up there too. I don't understand why would I draw a circle. What'd it do? You might have guessed, but this ain't no ordinary wall. It beckons for blood, yours. I think by now you're acquainted with your new best friend, the Ritual Blade. Humor me and resume stabbing that bloody mess, formerly known as your right hand. If I don't want to. What about if I don't want to? Oh, I see the circle. Ah, okay. Which one was it? It was this? No. It was this? No. It was this? Yeah. Do I have to do better? Did I not do good enough? So I gotta be a perfect circle? Maybe it has to be over the words. That was it. Do I recollect, or will the door open back up? You make bleeding death look easy. Alright, here are my followers. Not problematic at all. These little fellas are the most important stepping stone for your new role. Godless such as these can be converted into loyal followers for your cause. To serve the old gods, you'll need your own army of faithful. Treat all your followers as if they were your flesh and blood. Expendable. Oh, gnarly. What was that? Draw a circle with blood around godless you want to convert. Man, this game actually is what Cult of the Lamb wanted to be. How do I do it? I feel like this game wants me to be better at drawing a circle than I am. Do I not like it? I feel like I'm doing the thing. Oh. Why'd it work that time? Oh, but that cost me. Oh, okay. But now they are, now they're my Pikmin. This really is just a really dark twist on Pikmin. Just the darkest possible twist on Pikmin you could have asked for. What you mean? Why are you asking what does that mean? I mean, I feel like it's pretty apparent. This game might be too picky. In the midst of all of its problematic things, it might also just be too picky. Why? What is the difference of what I did? Weird. Weird. See, like, what's the difference? I do think it's funny. I think this game is actually pretty problematic as compared to a Cult of the Lamb, which the whole point of which was, you know, that you're not actually a demonic cult, whereas this one, I pretty much am. I pretty much am the worst. Press the command button once to send out a single follower. Ka-chow. Oh, he just punching that barrel. Go punch barrels. That's how I call him back. Oh, I can send all of them by just... I hate that they even sound like Pikmin, too. That is too funny. Hey, wait. I want to go get these guys. What's this grimoire saying? Look, seems like exploring a bit can be worth our time. That's it? That's all you had to tell me? Oh, what, it doesn't lead to us to inquisitors eager to guide us towards the nearest pyre. Not as spectators, but as combustible. Why did it work that time? This thing is so confusing. Right. These precious transparent... this precious transparent crystal is also a catalyst. It allows you to become stronger and learn new spells. See that horror larvas encased in a chrysalis? We call those catalysts. Consider them gifts from the unseen depths. They are invaluable for your cult. You can use them to summon monuments that act as bridges between worlds. Each of these will strengthen your god's influence in the mortal realm. Controls reminder can be accessed from the menu. So it looks like it doesn't want me to go this way. It also looks like there's a whole lot of dead ones here. I'm a little anxious. I might have omitted to advertise a tiny side effect of our worlds mingling. It may or may not occasionally pull some of my fellow countrymen here. Unfortunately, not the incredibly charming and witty talking books kind. I'm talking ravenous and nightmarish horrors, so yeah, cheers to that! That's it? That's all that's up here? Is just a tip about that? Okay. Okay. Sure. What's all the goop on the ground, you think? What's that about? Schmack. New spell acquired, Execution Edict. Open the book to assign your new spell to a blood shape of your choice. What? I don't know what that means. You own a special book containing all sorts of knowledge. I feel like they might have jumped the gun there. All cultist spells come from drawing ritual shapes. Oh, that's why the circle wouldn't work. That's why it was so specific. Casting or channeling spells use up spell charges. Spells are spent when all spells are chain charges are expended. Oh, cool. Conversion. I can turn them into blood, maybe? It appears the last church sealed this path with some kind of barrier. The statue looks like a power source. You must destroy it. The new ritual is the only thing that can reach it. Unleash its power. What? How do I even touch it? Kya, kya, kya. It's so specific. What? How do I use it? I don't know how to use it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so that triangle was enough. The other ones haven't been? I'm not really getting it. I feel like this game is too problematic to go on our YouTube channel, so that's already a thing. But also, it's like the troublesome things about it are I think it's really hungry. It's really innovative what it's trying to do. Like, I like the innovation to the Pikmin design, right? Like, I feel like that's really fun. But it's almost trying to do too much. And it kind of has to, like, figure out, get all of its ducks in a row. Followers can take many hits before being knocked down. Knockdown followers will eventually rise back up. They can also be killed before that happens. Interesting. Oh, are these bad guys? All at once. Like the Pikmin concept, you know, it's very fun. So I appreciate what it's trying to do. I wonder what the actual gameplay is like. You obeyed, you learned, you listened. In your world, my influence imperfect, remedy it. Bring me offerings. Relics of power, prove your devotion. Then become my herald. What if I don't want that? Maybe this game will go the way of Cult of the Lamb, but either way, it is significantly more problematic. Oh no. I don't wanna. What if I don't want to do that? I cannot handle the fact that they actually sound like Pikmin. That's awful. Is that a relic of power? That I'm supposed to bring this guy? Sure enough. Oh. Is that what I got in return? Now that circle was good enough? Okay. Okay, if you say so. But I'm not absorbing the blood? Oh, it's that one. There's so many buttons! How am I supposed to know which buttons count and which ones don't? My circle is so much bigger than it needs to be. Sick 'em, boys. All this really does is make me sad about Pikmin. It really just makes me second guess all of the decisions I've ever made in Pikmin. Chat, is Pikmin problematic? Oh no. Gifts from your god can be obtained by sacrificing bodies with a ritual. Followers, relics, and catalogs are common rewards given to the faithful. No. No. I don't want to. Yeah, very interesting, very troublesome, very questionable. Definitely not something for my Christian Minecraft server. I'd have a hard time recommending this one so far simply because of the fact that it is quite so problematic. But, you know, all in the person's capability to suspend their disbelief. To realize that this is fiction, and I don't want to do that one. I don't want to sacrifice my boys. Look at them. Look at the pure devotion in their eyes. I also think that while Cult of the Lamb, like I've said before, was about like cult behavior, right? Like that was the point of the game. I don't think that is the point of this game. And I could be wrong, but just the vibes that this game is giving so far, this is not about that. This is about this is kind of glorifying cult behavior while doing an interesting thing mechanically like a Pikmin. I'm gonna guess he's gonna paint it. Draw a little spiral. It's a seashell. Oh. You want a diamond? You want a diamond? Is that close enough? Is it not close enough? Can I send all my boys there? You go there. Go there so I can focus. No, go there so I can focus. Go. Okay, it's fine. Did I do it? Now I can have my thing back. But I definitely get what they're going for. I appreciate it for the game mechanics itself. I don't know where my last fella is. I'm missing a fella. Where's my other boy? Did I draw a heart? I definitely didn't mean to. No. Where'd that hat come from? That hat has not been here. It's going to make me sacrifice for that last one, isn't it? Pikmin would never. How many should I have to do? 3? Let's try 3. Oh, it was the people that were already in it. Oh, I didn't have to hurt my boys. It was just those other people. My boys are fine. It is sort of Pikmin, but Cult of the Lamb. That's kind of what I have been waxing about. I think it's more problematic than Cult of the Lamb. It is likely less ethical. Considering the fact that, like, my excuse with Cult of the Lamb, right, was that I thought that it actually did a really good job of giving you the illusion of choice and letting you choose to be a different kind of cult leader, whereas at least in this one, that does not seem to be an available option. I could be wrong. Begin my work, rekindle my cult, and earn my gifts. See, like, it's pure glorification. Share my embrace, unify our worlds. Lastly, when your world weeps for my arrival, summon me. It's very much probably going towards the same ending. It's likely going towards the same ending as Cult of the Lamb, and so it could potentially become less problematic. But at least on its face, I would say this is what people that were afraid of Cult of the Lamb were actually afraid of, and is definitely not going up on our YouTube channel. But alas, we do what we can, and we confront the things that we must. As always, I will say my usual bit, which is that in regards to spiritual warfare, that Jesus has already won. And so we don't have to be afraid of the demonic or the occult or things like that. I think that Jesus wins. Love wins. We are already to the point of no longer having to fear sin and death. And so, especially on a day such as St. Patrick's Day, we can consider that reality. I do see that Sierra did make it to the stream avatars down there, so it is working for some. I wonder why it's not working for everyone that's in our chat on YouTube. Very weird. Very, very weird. Maybe you have to send a certain number of messages or something. I don't know. It is indeed St. Patrick's Day today, which I am now going to hop off and get to work, folks. So I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us, tuning into our stream. Be sure to go hop over into our Discord, hang out with us, talk about us, talk with us, talk at us, do all those sorts of things. Be a part of the community, the good stuff we're doing. But we are going to hop off with our 3 things that we believe to be true. Number 1, that God loves you, really, really loves you. Number 2, we love you, want community with you. Number 3, that you, yes, you matter. You're a person of sacred worth. The world's a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, until next time, I look forward to hanging out with you. Hopefully have a good week. Hopefully get more rest than I have. And I will catch y'all around there. Bye-bye.